What's up, guys? My name is Sam. Welcome to the very first episode of Twizted Mums. I'm so excited to kick things off with an honest, raw, and real conversation about the struggles of being a new mom. In today's episode, we're going to dive into the ups and downs of motherhood, sharing our personal experiences and reflections on what it's really like being a mom. Plus, I do have throughout the series amazing special guests that will be coming on here to talk about the pros and cons of being a parent, and how we can all be a voice for each other and talk about this wild journey. Whether you're a new mom or a seasoned pro, this episode is going to be for you. Let's get into it. I'm introducing a dear friend of mine who recently became a mom last year to her beautiful daughter, Amira. Welcome, Veronica.
Hi.
Hey.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So, as you see, Veronica's here. I'm going to give a little backstory of my journey as a mom and when I became a mom. So my son, my beautiful dear baby boy, Zion is his name. He was born in December of 2022. And yeah, he was not expected, not planned at all. But he's here. He's a beautiful, healthy baby boy. He's so bright. He's so smart. He definitely has personality on him already. My attitude, his dad's attitude, all in one, in a little mini body that's like this big. But yeah, the biggest thing that I really wanted to amplify throughout my podcast is, being a voice and kind of having a community where us moms can talk about the difficulties of becoming a new mom. Because at least in my experience, it was a very lonely road. I am just now recovering. I did suffer from postpartum depression and anxiety. So yeah, I just want to be able to be a voice and be there for people the way I wish I had. And it's not even, I don't even think it's just I wish I had, because I definitely did have my village, but it was very hard to accept. I looked at it like, he's my baby, he's my responsibility. This is not nobody else's responsibility. But obviously with biology and obviously the hormonal imbalance, sometimes these things are out of your control. And what I've learned is if people offer to help, always take that help. So let's get into it. Veronica, please introduce yourself.
My name is Veronica. I'm 26 years old. I am a first-time mom to a 9-month-old baby girl. She is growing beautifully. She is so smart, so curious. She looks just like her daddy, but she got my attitude, which is gonna be a problem, but it's okay. I love being a mother. I feel like every day I learn something new about my daughter, and she just surprises me every day, and I do get emotional about it, so I'm gonna try not to cry. But I love her. I love being a mom. I love it all.
Well, yeah, she's a girl mom and I'm a boy mom, so we're definitely going to see how that plays out through the episode to see what similarities we have, what differences we have. So I'm going to ask the first question. What stage in your life were you when you found out you were pregnant? Was it expected? What was your reaction? And also, what was Avi's reaction, which is her partner, by the way?
Yeah. So I was actually doing a photo shoot that day. It was just a random photo shoot that I had that day, and I just felt like crap. Like, I was sick. I was so tired. I really did not want to go, but I went anyways. And the girl who was doing my photos, she was telling me, she was like, "Oh, you're pregnant. And I'm like, there's just no way.
Other people be knowing before you do.
Right. Even before that, people were telling me like, "Oh, you're pregnant. Like, you're pregnant. Veronica's pregnant." So I was just in denial, I guess. But I didn't feel anything until that day. I felt something. It was just a feeling. I got home from my photo shoot. I told Avi, I was like, "We need to get a test now." He's like, he was coming home from work and he was like, "You're not pregnant. And because we've had this like issue before. Mm-hmm. And so he came home, he took the test, and I was pregnant. And yeah, he flew out the bathroom. He was so excited.
And then do you remember like how the evening went, like the rest of the day? Like what did you do? Like, how did you feel? Like,
I didn't know how to feel. I feel like I was kind of in denial. I was waiting to go to the doctor to confirm it.
Well, let me see that heartbeat. Let me see that picture.
Yep. But I feel like the first thing I wanted to do was call my mom, text my mom. But I don't know. I didn't know how she was going to react. I was kind of scared to tell my parents because, like, we're young. She was a young parent. So, like, I didn't want to tell her yet until I went to the doctor. And then after that, she was like, "Yeah, you're definitely pregnant." I was like, "All right." We had a Q&A and it was like, "Oh, when you guys want to have babies?" We said 25 and I got pregnant at 25. We weren't trying.
Be careful what you wish for. Tell you that much.
It just happened. Yeah, he was very excited. He's the best dad.
And it made me cry. Not crying yet. We're not crying yet. Who were the first people you told after, obviously?
My parents and my brother. I was anxious. I just wanted to call them to tell them, but I'm like, I need to go in person. And I got them like little boxes with the tests, like sonogram from the doctor, little onesies that I ordered from Etsy. They came fast. I ordered like express shipping.
Express.
Yep. My brother was in shock. I feel like he didn't say a word. He was just like, what? Like, you guys are serious? It's a prank. But he thought it was like something was gonna pop out of the box. My mom cried. My dad was confused. He didn't know what was going on until
He's probably like, damn.
my mom was like, she's having a baby, and he's like,
so my daughter was doing the nasty. Good to know. I think that's how I look at it. I'm
right?
like, damn.
Dads are like, oh,
Now everybody's gonna know what I was doing.
right.
What trimester do you think was harder for you, and why?
I want to say the first and the last. The first trimester, only because I was very nauseous. I couldn't really eat. I was always tired. Like, I couldn't do anything. I was just home. I was unemployed at the time, so I was like going crazy because I couldn't do anything. Like, I couldn't go out because I was pregnant. My boyfriend didn't want me to go out because I was pregnant. And then my last trimester, it was just, it's like, come on, like, just get her out.
Yup, I remember my last trimester. I literally wanted to go to the hospital. I'm like, get this baby out of me. So my son was not delivered naturally. He was delivered by a scheduled C-section because, as I mentioned, my son has personality. He's been stubborn since the womb. So he was what's called a frank breech, where his bum is in my hoo-ha, and then his head is here, and then his feet are literally in my ribs. I even went to the hospital and I did like a whole, like, for them to turn him. He turned a little bit, and then the next day I came back for follow-up, went right back. They're like, oh no, he's cozy. So when do you want this C-section? They were like, Christmas, the 30th, which is the day he was born, or New Year's Day. I was like, yeah, I'm not having holiday baby.
Yeah, holiday baby.
So we'll do 12:30, and now here he is. So, and then like you were saying for the first trimester, for me, I think literally the first like 3 weeks after I found that I was pregnant, I was throwing up almost every other day, and it was specifically in the mornings. So I definitely had morning sickness, and then I would literally only be able to down a sausage McGriddle.
Yeah.
I've never touched a sausage McGriddle after, because I think I was just so sick of it. I would have a sausage McGriddle, the 2 for $5, if you know, you know, and then a strawberry smoothie. That's all I could down, and then everything else was just going out this way or the other way, and it was just not pleasant. So I could definitely agree with what you were saying, like with the first trimester and the third, because the third, I want him out.
The second is just like a breeze.
Yeah,
like you're pregnant,
you're
cute belly.
I think my second trimester, I think my second trimester is when I took my maternity pictures.
Yeah.
Like, the baby was just chilling. You didn't really feel too much. Like, you could go on about your day. Third trimester, I was not having it.
Yeah.
I had to literally, every time I had to get up to pee, my baby daddy had to come get up with me to literally take me, because I just felt like I thought he was gonna fall. It was to the point where, like, I had cramps. What is it called?
Braxton Hicks?
No, not, it's that, because I was in my stomach. Lightning crotch.
Oh, the lightning
crotch. I think
crotch,
that's what
yes.
it's called. It literally
It's like
felt like, I was literally like, can you stop? And then also too, because I said his feet were up here, I would literally have to push him down. Like, can you get out of my rib? That's the most painful thing. And also too, he was a night owl like me. So throughout the day, he's quiet, you know.
Amira was
Throughout
the same.
the night, no, he was doing like the moonwalk in my belly. I was literally like tossing and turning. That's another thing. If you guys don't own one, pregnancy pillow.
Yeah.
I loved mine.
It's like a third person in the bed, but I'll take it.
Yep, exactly. For me, I still sleep with mine, and my son is 2. So, yeah, if you don't have one, I suggest you get one now. As a first-time mom, what did you worry about in regards to motherhood, and what was to be expected when your daughter was born?
Like, I was like, am I going to be a good mom? Am I going to be able to provide? Am I going to, you know, like, you think about everything and anything you do. You read the books, you research, you do this. You try to just bring in so much information. But I just feel like, for me, I feel like once you give birth, it's just mom instinct. Like, you just know what to do. Like, you don't know everything. Like, you learn as you go and you take it day by day. But I feel like stressing yourself out is not worth it during pregnancy. I just think you need to take it day by day. Just chill until the baby's actually here.
Yeah, guys, stay away from TikTok when you're pregnant, because I swear to God, TikTok be knowing before you do. I remember like a few days before I actually took a test, everything on my For You page, pregnancy. I'm like, what the fuck is this? You know, I was just like.
And everything for me was like boy, and I swore I was having a boy. I felt like I was having a boy. And
See, no, for me, I knew I was having a boy. Everyone in my family, I kid you not, in my gender reveal, everyone was wearing blue. I was like, damn, what if I have a daughter? Like, am I going to even want to show this? Like, we still love you, mommy.
You look like a boy mom, though.
I know.
Yeah. I don't think I see you as a girl mom.
I know, me either, because look at the way you do it. For example, she loves doing like little pictures with her daughter's hair done. If my son's hair comes out a little crazy, it's probably going to stay that way. I don't even like getting dressed myself. You see the way I dress now? I promise you, it's not always going to be like this. You know, it's okay and cool to get cute sometimes. But it's also, majority of the time, I look like Adam Sandler.
Mm-hmm. So. 9 times out of 10, yep.
Hair,
Monday through Friday, you're in like sweater,
Monday
bun,
through Sunday.
Literally.
I'll be in my sweatpants or probably the clothes I wore yesterday with a messy bun and call it a day. You know, you should always feel comfortable, you know, and understanding. Like, people probably be like, oh my gosh, she don't look herself. You're a new mom. You know, I think that that's something that I definitely want to amplify and like tell people, like, don't listen to everybody else. Don't listen to social media. Don't listen, like she said before. It's gonna come naturally to you, you know. However you want to raise your kids, that's how you want to raise them. Because at the end of the day, you carry that child. Nobody else, not your mom, not your grandmother. So I definitely think that just following your gut, and also too, including your partner or whoever is on this journey with you, you know, because at the end of the day, I've learned that it's okay sometimes to get help from other people. I struggled with that a lot. You know, I kind of looked at it like, no, he's mine. Yeah. Even now, it's a little bit, you know, him entering daycare and all these things, you know, it's very hard. And I definitely think the stressors as a first-time mom, it's just like your paranoia, like, oh my God, am I doing this right? Or is my child delayed? Is my child ahead? Because social media is such a facade. Yeah. It's like, you know, people love to, you know, have this thing like, oh yeah, my child did this. And then all I see in the comments is everybody comparing children. Or also too, diagnosing children. Why are you diagnosing a child you never met? I will never understand that. Where did you get your PhD from?
Right. And it'll be like little 10-second clips. Like, what do you know about the kid?
Yeah, and that's why I tell myself, I thank God I'm not famous. Yeah. Because if I was famous, I would have a field day. So I think it's just like, I look at it like I would have a field day with everybody. Because you're not about to sit here and tell me about my kid that I carry. You only see what people put in front of you. Yep. You can't sit here and be like, oh, they have this or they have that. Are you with that child every single day? And also too, as a mom, especially moms that care about their kids, they're gonna see that, you know? And it's like, would you like for somebody to call your child funny looking or something like that? No. I look at it, look, I could say whatever I wanna say in my head. I'm not gonna sit here and play doctor on social media when I'm sure that parent already has enough issues. I'm sure they're very much aware. You know, I think definitely sometimes other parents or other people have good intentions, but the delivery of it is just not it. So I feel like that's what you have to do, kind of just like out of sight, out of mind. That's at least with me towards the end of my pregnancy. I was on TikTok to post my stuff with my son, and then that's it. Yeah,
I don't really post. Well, I don't post her face at all. I feel like that's part of the reason why. And just because, I don't know, people are weird, especially on the internet. And the following that I have on TikTok is enough for like weirdos to be watching.
She's a little influencer on TikTok, so I'm gonna put all that stuff in the bio so you guys can follow, like, and all that stuff. But yeah, we live in just a weird day, and it's just sad, especially with all this AI stuff. Yep. I'm scared. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my son so much. I just be like, I want the whole world to see him. But I definitely do monitor what I post of him. Because I have seen people like post on TikTok, you know, kids like in just diapers and stuff like that. And then also too, I look at it, but you see what the crazy part is about that? Older generations see nothing wrong with that. Because they're so used to it. But at the same time, they didn't have social media. They didn't have a camera all the time to record. You know, it was more like home videos, VHS. Because I have an argument with my dad all the time before. Like, he would record my son and he'd be naked. And I'm just like, what are you doing?
Yeah, no, I feel like Hispanic parents and just families are like that. Like, when I gave birth, I feel like I don't even know who got the picture of the baby first. That went around my whole family, and I wasn't ready to like send anything of her yet. So everybody knew what she looked like, and I was like, all right.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, so because I had a C-section, it was only my baby father that was in the room. Then after, it was my mom, and then my uncle, my grandmother, and then it was my in-laws, and then my sister-in-law and my brother-in-law that came in. But other than that, I made it clear to everybody, don't post him, don't nothing until I post him, until it's my time. That's one thing, guys, you have to have boundaries, set a voice, even if you don't feel like you can do that. Because of course, when you're in labor, it's a lot of things going on. Some people are severely drugged up, you know, from all the things that they're giving you. Talk to your partner about it beforehand. I made it clear to my son's father, listen, if I cannot speak for myself, you need to be my voice. For my delivery, they brought in students. And my baby was like, get him out.
Bye-bye.
And they tried to do it one more time, and he said it. And if you guys are aware who my son's father is, he's a very interesting, scary-looking man. So, you know, like, he was like, I said there was no students in here. You know, so it was like the fact of it is like, you have to set boundaries and be firm with it, because at the end of the day, unfortunately, they're going to take advantage if they're able to, and you just want to make sure you set that boundary, because at the end of the day, it's your experience too. You know, thankfully, I was able to delay the cord cutting a little bit. You know, I don't remember a lot. Thankfully, my son's father was able to take like videos and pictures, but apparently I had a skin-to-skin moment with him. I don't remember that. So it's like, it's kind of like a little bit of sweet, because I remember a little bit after like my bonding time with him, but it wasn't as fresh as if like, you know, when you delivered, I'm sure that they put her on that, like on
Not right away, no. Okay, so it was, let me go to like the day that I went to the hospital. So I went to go get my nails done that day, and I was already feeling like contractions, but I don't know if they were contractions or Braxton Hicks, but they were getting closer and closer. I didn't pay any mind because I wasn't in pain yet. So I'm in the nail salon. I'm done. Walks. My mom's like, let's take a walk. So I'm like, all right, let's go take a walk. Curb walking, whatever. We ended up walking like 3 miles that day. Yeah, 3 miles. I got home. And it started getting a little worse, but it was bearable. It was fine. I go to sleep the next day. It gets worse to the point where I'm like bending over the couch just to like, you know, move around I guess they were contractions at this point because they were like 5 minutes apart.
Yeah.
So I tell Avi, I'm like, I don't know, like, when are we supposed to go to the hospital? He freaks out. He calls the hospital, and they're like, oh, like, how far apart are they? And it was like 4.5 minutes, and they were like, you need to bring her in now. Oh my God. He starts freaking out. We didn't have anything packed, no hospital bag, nothing packed.
How many weeks were you when you gave birth?
39.
39, okay.
39 in like 5 days, I think it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're rushing to the hospital. We take an Uber. I'm like in a lot of pain now, but it's not like where I'm like screaming pain, but I just feel it a lot, like the pressure's bad.
Poor Uber driver. Did they know that you were like about to give birth?
No. I was like squeezing Amy's hand in the Uber.
Oh, girl, you better than me, because I would have been like, get me, you need to start sitting. I'm about to give birth in your backseat.
It wasn't that bad though until I got to the hospital. They're like, oh, you need to wait here to be seen.
She knew where she was at. She said,
yes. It was like 10 minutes. We waited like 10 minutes. The pain was getting worse and worse. They went to go check me, and she was like, yeah, you're 6 centimeters dilated. You got to stay. Bro, I freaked out. I had to call my mom to like go pack me some stuff because I didn't pack anything. I packed like a few things, but nothing, barely. Avi's freaking out because the doctor was like, oh, you're going to meet her in a few hours. I'm like,
a few hours?
So they moved me to the delivery room, and that's when I started feeling the pain. I feel like I would have changed a lot of things for my labor to move because they just bedded me there for 5 hours. I couldn't get up. I was pretending I had to use the bathroom. I was like, I need to go pee. Like, can I get up? Just to pace in the bathroom because they wouldn't let me up.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's another thing, guys. You need to always, like I said, that's exactly what I mean about having a voice with you, especially in such a vulnerable moment.
Yeah.
Because are you crazy? If I wanted to get up, I'm gonna get up. You know, and that's something definitely I feel like a lot of moms or even new parents don't know. Like, they're not allowed to tell you, no, you have to stay. If I want to get up, I'm gonna get up. This big old belly, I want to get up.
Right.
Continue.
Yeah. And then Yeah, I just kept telling them I had to use the bathroom just so I could go pace. But then at a point, the contractions were getting really bad. I think it was like 8 centimeters. They were getting really bad. I was like literally digging my nails into my mom and Avi. I couldn't breathe. Like I forgot to breathe. That's how painful it was. And then it got to the point where they needed to give me oxygen because I wasn't breathing. I wasn't breathing, and Amira's heartbeat was going up and down. Like it was just going up and down. They were like, you need to breathe or else like we're just gonna have to like get this baby out now. So I'm like freaking out because I have to breathe. I'm in pain. And then I'm like 9 centimeters, and she was like, yeah, your water still hasn't broke.
So they broke it for you.
She was like, you have 2 options. I didn't even let her finish.
She said, good.
She
break
said,
it out of me
she
now.
said, do you want me to break? I said, break it. She had the stick and everything. She went pop, that pop.
So did you hear like a like
Yeah,
know like when you pop a balloon,
it was like a release, like it was like a bunch of liquid just come out.
But did you feel like it was like a deflate? Like did you feel? Oh
yeah.
My God.
And then you feel more pressure after that. She was like, I just want you to know you're gonna feel way more pressure than you did before. I don't know how I did it. They were trying to push the epidural on me, and I'm like, no. I already said no. I don't want it. Like I'm trying my best here to do it without the epidural.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it was. I told her I felt like I had to go use the bathroom, like poop.
That's
and
what they say.
So much pressure back there. And I told the lady, I was like, I need to go use the bathroom. She's like, what do you have to do? I was like, I need to go poop. And she's like, no, you don't. It's time to push the baby out.
Oh my
and I was like, bro, when literally they said that, I think I blacked out after that. Because they were like teaching me how to push. And I don't know. I think I pushed wrong. Because after I gave birth, I had like those dots all over me. Like your blood vessels or something.
I don't no, because I think from what I remember after my delivery, I did have like my skin was something. Right? Yeah, I think it was just our bodies just reacting to all the stress and all the feelings and emotions going on.
All I remember is the lady was like pushing onto my stomach to push. She's like, you have to push, like push from your belly.
She pushed on your stomach?
Not push, but she was like trying to tell me like to strengthen my core to push the baby out, because I don't have core strength at all. So I'm like, I don't know what to do. Yeah. So I'm trying to strengthen my core. And then they're like, oh my gosh, she has so much hair. Avi went to go look. He said, nope. He looked away and he just grabbed me. He was like, you need to push.
He's like, I don't want to see this.
After that, I don't remember. Like, I just remember pushing her out. Like, I don't remember feeling pain. It was just like, get her out.
I think it was just like the anxiety and just because technically your body is going through trauma.
Yeah.
They always say like labor itself is a lot that your body, it pains. And also to the recovery after it. You were so used to a little human developing in your body for 9-10 months. And then after that, after you gave birth, did you feel your belly different or?
Yeah, it was just like just skin, like just there. And I mean, it was hard to like obviously see yourself in the mirror after that, but you just gave birth to a whole like baby.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna snap back. I don't know why. I was
Me too. I thought too.
Yeah, but you see, I think with yours, at least you get to like. I always tell myself that like I think that was one of my biggest things. Like I was like, oh my God, I didn't give birth naturally.
Yeah.
So that I don't know if that like pushed my postpartum into a deeper hole because I didn't feel that connection with my son at first.
Yeah.
I think for like the first 3 months, you could say, I felt very detached from him. Like I was like, this is my son, but I didn't feel that emotional connection with him. Like, and again, like I said, I don't know if it was because I did the C-section, and even throughout me staying in the hospital, I didn't remember a lot. Like it was very, like thankfully my son's father was able to take pictures and record things, and my mom too, but I don't remember a lot. And I think that even towards the end, I'm so grateful that I took videos. That's another thing, guys. You need to take videos, take pictures, develop them. If you can't have a bunch of stories, develop them, delete them. Because I'm so happy. Like, I look at pictures of my son and I get so emotional because I don't remember them. I'm so thankful that I have videos to be like, oh my God, like he was so small here. Because if I didn't, I probably wouldn't have remembered. Yeah. And like I said, I think that definitely took a place in it. But then I started to kind of like remind myself that I'm still a mom at the end of the day. Like he came out of me, even though it was a different experience and I didn't do it, I wasn't able to do it naturally. Because at the end of the day, I could have done it naturally, but that was just a lot of complications and risks. And at the end of the day, I just wanted my son to come out safe because my biggest thing is that, okay, if I do naturally and he's breech, God forbid he gets stuck or umbilical. Like I was just thinking about too many things. I was like, you know what, just cut me open. 7 layers, I don't care about me, just get this little boy out. And then, yeah, it's such a different experience. And like I said, my son is 2 now, and I still, like, you still have that feeling of like, oh my God, like, this is me. Like, this is mine. Like,
I'm like, oh my God, I'm a mother. Like, I still have those moments. And here I am planning her first birthday already.
I'm a mother,
and she's
no
only
drama.
9
See?
months.
Yep. Exactly. See, like with me, I remember planning my son's first birthday.
Yeah.
And it's like the second. And then it's like, oh my God, like he's going to start 3K soon. Like, it's just like, oh my God. Time is really a thief. Like
Right.
when you're just enjoying it and just seeing how much they grow. And it's also, you're looking at us like, oh my God, we're the new parents. We're the new adults.
Generation of
and it's
parents.
like, we're getting old.
I'm reaching 30.
Not so much. You're reaching 30.
I am,
Not me.
I am.
I know, you are, not me.
I am.
And then I guess, well, you kind of touched base on that, like how you prepared throughout your pregnancy to bring a baby into the world. You kind of touched base on that. You did say that you wish you could do things differently,
Labor-wise.
labor-wise. Now, as like you seeing after Amira was born, the 9 months, do you think you would have done anything differently throughout that?